Caspar on the 13th of December 2023, and I've got a white Burgundy here. This is another vintage of Bourgogne Aligoté Rasins Dorés from Michel Lafarge. This is the 2017 vintage. If you look on the feed, you will see my tasting videos for a number of vintages of this wine, because I grab a case for myself every vintage. Sometimes it's a 6-pack. I've actually got 12 of these, so just had them delivered. I see notes on Cellar Tracker suggesting this should be drunk up by the end of 2023. Well, I'm looking at a wine here. Well, let's talk about the colour. Colour is just the most bright, pale, slightly steely looking lemon yellow. It looks really good. Hint of something green about it. Looks young, looks totally healthy and in a good place. Let us smell it. It's a wine that's really quite shy, I must say. I've had a bit of a virus, which perhaps has slightly compromised my olfactory senses, but you have to go looking for the nose here. What you find is something that's really quite sort of summery and beautiful and very clean. It's all about golden delicious. There's a hint of something herbal about it, a little bit of mint or something. Something sort of dried white flowers, chamomile kind of aroma. Something slightly nutty, but that lovely pure yellow apple. Fruit is quite delicious. It's a nice thing to smell. Little dots of spice through it, but that's wine that's it's very gentle. When I first tasted it, first opened it and tasted it, I thought it was a little bit loose. But I think actually a more accurate descriptor would be gentle. It's not a wine that grabs you with grip and enormous acidic bite. It's gentle. So it's got apple fruit. It's got a little bit of faint hint of lime about it. It's got grip that mounts gently, but not into anything massively significant. I mean, it doesn't come to a huge peak. It's just a wine that is happy in its own skin. It offers later on a core of slightly earthy, clay-like structure, all in a quite sort of minor register, really. It's I'm trying to think the recent notes I've done on this, perhaps for the 14, 15, 16 make sense, don't they? And I think I've still got some 16 in the wine rack next door. It's got a nuttiness about it, slightly smoked nuttiness. And actually, as it's warming, as it's breathing, the matière, the density is ramping up slightly, but it's not going to turn into anything enormous. It's as I say, a subtle wine, and you have to look for its charms. It's quite different to 14, 15, or 16. Yeah, it's delicious. It's a lovely drink, but it's subtle, gentle, quietly spoken, very polite, sort of an aligoté. At least for the time being. This has been open for half an hour, but the more air will change. If it change it significantly, if it does, I'll produce an addendum and update my note. But there we go. That's been 2017 Bourgogne Aligoté Rasins Dorés from Domaine Lafarge in Volnay. Always interesting to taste a new iteration, a new vintage of this wine, and no less so with 2017. Fascinating.